Hey friends, we're going to talk about double C tuning today. Last video I did showed you how to get from standard G tuning to a couple other tunings, sawmill tuning, double C, and Cumberland Gap tuning. So I find one of the things with the students that I have is once you've been working on once you've been working on open G tuning for a while, getting your brain wrapped around and switched over to double C tuning can be a little bit difficult. But it's really not. It's not hard. The hardest part to playing in double C for a beginner is actually tuning to double C. So we're just going to look, I'm not going to go through the whole process, but just look at what you're tuned as. So it's going to be 5th string to 1st string, G, C, G, C, D. Double C tuning. To do a C chord, C major chord, you're going to take index finger, 2nd fret on your 1st string. Next chord we're going to look at is F. F is going to be 2nd string on your 3rd string, or 2nd fret on your 3rd string, 3rd fret on your 1st string. Simple enough. Next is going to be your G chord. 2nd fret on 4th string, 2nd fret on 2nd string. Easy enough. G. If you're looking at notation system, that'll be the 1, the 4, and the 5 chord. So C, F, G, C. Very simple. So I'm going to introduce some drop thumb stuff today too. Drop thumb is physically, literally, you take said thumb that is usually resting right here on the 5th string and you drop it down to another string to do a roll or accent a melody, or it actually can be part of the melody. But we're just going to do this basic, simple drop thumb today, which I find is really easy to teach out of double C tuning, because in double C you can go from O on your 1st string, C, if you're drop thumbing, that turns it to an F chord if you're just using that top. You know, you can. So there's a lot of different ways that you can do it, and you can actually see how to do that in the latest video I did of Old Molly Hare and Cumberland Mountain Deer Chase. I chose to medley those two together because they're so similar and you can do the same kind of style, and I do a lot. It's very drop thumb heavy in that. So let's look at Old Molly Hare. So your melody is going to just real simple, straightforward. Starts on your 5th fret on your 1st string. You don't have to put all the hammer-ons and pull-offs in there. I can't help it. So your basic drop thumb rhythm is going to be 1, 2, 1, 5, and those numbers I'm saying indicate what strings you're doing, or what strings that you're using. So 1, 2, 1, 5, and you continue to roll those 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 5, 1. We're just going to play off of a C chord. So just fret that 2nd fret on your 1st string. The pattern. So you strike with your lead finger. Some people use the index, some people use middle. I use the index finger. You strike 1st string with your lead finger. Drop your thumb to the 2nd string. Strike the 1st string again, and then thumb on the 5th. So lead finger 1st string, thumb 2nd. Lead finger 1st string, thumb 5th. There you go. So that's your basic drop thumb pattern. Take that, start slow. It's going to feel so unnatural. I've had 2 or 3 people over the years tell me that drop thumb is, you can't practice learning drop thumb, which I don't believe is true. I think if you know that method right there, you can work on that. But you'll find that the hardest thing about learning drop thumb is where to utilize it when you do learn it. So that's why I want to look at Old Molly Hare. So again, the melody for Old Molly Hare is going to be So let's throw a little drop thumb in there. See what I did? Just threw it in there. You can do it the whole way. So this is basically, you're not playing any chords, you're just moving this melody note on your first string, leaving this second string open all the time. So you can... And that, all that is just 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 5. So it's a great tune to look at for drop thumb. If you want to see more examples of that, definitely watch my video for Old Molly Hare and Cumberland Mountain Deer Chase. I switch back and forth between the two of them. They're very similar tunes. I learned them from Wayne Erbson's book 2 or 3 years ago. So, quick rundown again. Double C tuning, G, C, G, C, D. Chords, C, F, G, C. Basic drop thumb. 1, 2, 1, 5. 1, 2, 1, 5. Whoops. 1, 2, 1, 5. 1, 2, 1, 5. Start slow, work your way. So, an example. You get the picture though. It'll eventually get there. Use a metronome if you'd like. And basic melody for Old Molly Hare, we're going to do it slow and relatively straight the first time through. And then this is just the A part, and then second time through I'll throw in a little drop thumb stuff. So it'll go... This has been helpful for you. I wish I'd had somebody to show me a little bit more when I was first learning. But enjoy double C, and keep in mind when you're playing in double C tuning, if you're doing solo work and you're sitting at your house picking, you can play in double C. If you're playing with a fiddle player or in a string band or at a jam or something like that, you're going to want to play in double D, which all that requires is capo 2, get you a capo, 2nd fret, and tune your 5th string up a whole step to an A. Or, again, get some railroad spikes. You'll use them. So I hope you guys have a great day, and keep picking, keep dropping thumbs, and I will have something. I love doing these, so I'll keep them coming. Just make sure and leave comments. Visit www.dakotawaddell.com or follow me on Instagram at Clawhouse. Right there, Clawhouse. Or come see me. I've got my calendar up. I live in Western North Carolina. I'm playing all the time. Have a good one.